All right, Marky Mark, can you hear us? Testing. Testing the AirPods. Can you hear? I'm showing 0 people. Yeah, I think we're live, aren't we? It said live. No, because I think you want that Pat. Hi. But do you want that? Good God, man. All right. Oh, there. Oh. Like that. Okay. 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 Are we live? Because I don't see he's in it. Brian, can you see if we're live? Okay. All right, Mark. Voice check. Can you hear us? Can you voice check? Can you hear us? I think he sent it um in the yes, that crossbar. Yeah. I think it's at the top of the crossbar. Oh, chat. Okay, I see Mark's in it now. Can you hear me? All right, is that you? Okay, Mark, can you hear us? You can hear us. Okay. All right, this is amateur hour tonight, folks. CCHA takes on St. Paul. I think we're good. Everybody? Okay, we have Zeke, number 9, Tommy Reichert, and Christensen at forward. We've got Nico and Brady Davis at defense. Good hold by Nico. Tommy's coming in. Oh, that was a big hit. Okay, folks, don't expect too much tonight from the audio. This is amateur hour, and maybe put headphones on your kids. There might be a couple of swear words dropped throughout the night. Puck is out. St. Paul's got it in the neutral zone, dumps it in. We've got Zane starting in goal tonight. We've got 11, who is Swarthout. Feinert. Oh, shit. And a goal. 1-0, St. Paul. All right, we've got Ulrich, Swarthout, and Feinert. At forward, we have Egan and Schwartzbaugh on defense. Little slow start tonight, folks. Serena crashes, keeps it in. Will holding it in. St. Paul on the breakout, coming in. Great poke check by 22. Henry was battling. Egan's got it at the point. And St. Paul. Oh, we kept it in. Oh. Cam's battling in the corner. And St. Paul has got it out of the zone. We've got Griffin on defense. Or maybe he's not on defense. Oh, big hit by 22. Sports ball. Oh, the try by Colin Hagan. Hand pass. Come back out of the zone. So we have Johnson, Erickson, and Hagan at forward, and we've got Finn Idy and Brady Davis on D. Brady gets it out of the zone. On the wall, gets it over to Colin. And St. Paul is going to go the other way. Big check by number 15, and he will draw a penalty. Kind of a sus call there, but to the box, number 15, Erickson goes. They could be talking about a boarding call. What are they going to call there? Or looks like roughing. So St. Paul will be on the power play, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Oh, never mind. They're switching it to 2 minutes. Not sure if he was trying to send a message there, but now down one play. Big shot from the point. Oh, good job. Way to get it out. CCHA gets it out of the zone. Finn Idy to Brady Davis. St. Paul keeps it in. Another hit. Brady Davis up to Tommy, and we're out. And Tommy Wheels is on the move and offsides. Keegan, Zeke are in, as well as Will and Christensen. Oh, another huge hit and another penalty. Not sure if the refs know we are playing a Bantam game, but it is going to be a 5-on-3. Probably should have double checked that we are playing Bantam hockey and checking is allowed in this game. But nonetheless, we now have 2 in the box, 5-on-3. Keegan, Will, and Luis Henry. Great in the triangle here to try to keep us at 1-0. Oh, St. Paul drops one in. Good stop by Zane. And we're out. Good job getting out of the zone. St. Paul in the neutral zone, and they dump it in. Henry's got it. Dumps it up the boards. Moving it around the point. Great foot by Keegan, and he will dump it in, and we will get a change. We've got Cam Ulrich coming out, as well as Finn Eide. St. Paul will try to dump it in. Zane does a great job of getting it out of the way. And Finn Eide is on the move, bringing it through the neutral zone. They'll hold it up. And we got one out of the box. We got Heinert coming out. It is now 5-on-4. 32 more seconds to burn here before we're back to full strength. Cam Ulrich is on the move. Heinert with the hit. Surprised we didn't just get another penalty on that one. Was on the move. Looks like they got Brady Davis. Sends it around to Finn Eide. Trying to get it up to Ulrich on the boards. Heinert goes in to help. And they're battling. And down. And Heinert clears it out. Out of the zone it goes. Erickson is on the move. Can he get there? He can. Erickson's got it behind the net. Keegan comes in. Back to Davis. We've got Johnson and Hagen up front. Erickson behind the boards. And a great shot by Hagen. And the goalie made a great save. Boys are starting to move a little quicker now. Keegan and Henry on D. Johnson, Hagen, and Erickson up there. Johnson wins the draw. Keegan keeps it in. Erickson steals it away, trying to get down, chips it in, and the goalie will cover. Line change coming. Nico, Tommy, and Bowden are in on the offense. Nope, I lied. Johnson is still in for the draft. Keegan in shortens at the moment. St. Paul gets it out of the zone, but intercepted by Bowden. Nice chip out by Schwartzbaugh. And he will dump it in. St. Paul gets it up, but he will leave it for a change. Keegan's got it, goes cross ice to Nico. Great pass to Bowden. And he's in. Good shot. Will is quick off the bench. Comes in. Got it down in the corner. Bowden gives a nice check into the boards. Lorenzen brings it around. Another hit by Swarty. And we're out of the spin. He's got Cam. Great pass. Cam. Bringing it down. St. Paul gets it out. We've got Zeke and Brady defending. Sails it over the net. Caught in Brady's stick and skates. Oops. And St. Paul took that one. shot deflected by Lorenzen. Great stop by Zane. And he covers. What a hell of The whole time? Oh, you just took it off mute. Oh, oh shit. Was it muted the whole second? Oh, geez. Okay, sorry, people. We just realized we were on mute the entire second period. I did tell you this was very amateur hour on the mic, so we're gonna go back on mute, but we will be back. It is 3-3, West St. Paul, CCHA, and we will be back off mute here shortly. All right, boys and girls, sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed the peace and quiet for period number 2. We are back though. Heading into period number 3, we are tied 3-3. We had Christensen and Swarth out with 2 goals. The 2 goals last period. Ulrich with a goal in the first. And we got a battle on our hands here. Einert wins the draw, and he's in. He can't quite keep control, but Henry dumps it back down. Swarth out, dumps it behind. Ulrich is chasing. Armentrout tries to keep it in, but St. Paul gets it out, and we've got a 3-on-2. Armentrout gets back, and they send it across. Luckily, they weren't able to connect on that one. Little discombobulated here at the start here for CCHA. They take a shot, sail it over. Will brings it up the boards, chips it up to Ulrich. Can't quite get it deep in the zone. Big hit by Schwartzbach. Einert takes the shot a little bit wide. Great step by Schwartzbach to break that up. Will is brings it into the zone, but a little offside. Tried to make the pass over to Schwartzbach. Puck will come out. You will have Hagen, Erickson, Johnson on the draw. Davis and Lorenzen on D. St. Paul wins that. Davis gets it out. St. Paul will take control, tries to get it out, but it is stolen by Hagen. Takes a shot just over the net. Erickson tries to chip it up to Johnson. St. Paul's got it behind the zone, gets it out. Erickson's got it. Passes back to Johnson. Hagen gets blasted, but CCHA keeps control. St. Paul's got it behind, brings it out. Lorenzen keeps it in. We now have Stetsafon and Christensen out. Zeke up to Christensen. He brings it in, tries to take a shot off the skate of St. Paul into the side of the net. St. Paul controls, trying to get it out of their zone, and they will. They got a Guy coming in, Lorenzen breaks that up. Lorenzen tries to get it out. Looks like that could have been a hooking call, but no call there. Christensen breaks that up. And Nico dumps it off. Reichert's trying to get the shot, but he cannot. He couldn't quite keep it in the zone, and we will be offside. Puck will come back out. We'll have Reichert on the draw. Reichert gets it coming in 1-on-4, tries to dump it behind his back in front. Just misses Nico. And ID will dump it up to Nico, who brings it down the left-hand side, brings it in, takes a great shot. Reichert is trying to control it. They'll keep it. St. Paul will try to chip it out, and they do. Reichert's got it. Makes a pass over to ID, coming in hot into the zone. He takes a shot, and the goalie saves it. We will have Heiner on the draw, Ulrich and Swarth out. On the wings, Schwartzbaugh and Finn Eide on the D. St. Paul wins the draw. Try to get it out. They do. But Heiner is there to intercept it. And we just got a trip, but no call. Heiner comes back, breaks that up. Swarth out, gets it out. Ulrich is trying to get it up. Gets rubbed out by St. Paul, but gets it back, takes a good shot. Schwartzball will keep it in, back to Ulrich. Gets it around. Heiner keeps it in. St. Paul will clear the zone. But Armentrout is there to break it up and draw an offsides. 13:44 left in the third, still tied up 3-3. Hagen, Erickson on the wings. Johnson will take the draw. Armentrout and Lorenzen on the D. St. Paul tries to control it. Hagen is there. Erickson breaks that up, tries to get up there. St. Paul will throw it into the zone. And Starkman will cover that one up. Started off a little slow this game, found our momentum, let off the gas a little in the second. St. Paul was able to tie it up. Need to get a little more mojo going here. Control the puck more. A little bit of ping pong action going on the last couple minutes. And St. Paul just misses a wide open guy coming down. Throws one in. Starkman with the save. Johnson battling in the corner. Lorenzen brings it out. He will chip it off the boards. Reichert comes off the bench. Tries to possess. Coaches are yelling at the boys to hurry up off the ice. Reichert, Nico, and Christensen front. Davis holds it in over to Reichert with the one-time shot, and the goalie makes a great save. Great shot by Tommy. We've got Davis and Eide back on D. Reichert with the draw, and he wins that over to Nico. St. Paul takes over. Broken up by Nico, who keeps it into the zone. Goes into the corner. St. Paul comes out with it. But Finn Eide keeps it in the zone. St. Paul back behind their net. Reichert will get him to turn it over in front, and Davis takes a great shot. Just deflected wide. Benaidi up top takes a shot. St. Paul will possess for now, and they get it out. Davis on D, sends it back into the neutral zone, and St. Paul will be offsides. 11:39, still tied 3-3. We've got Will, Cam, and Einert. Henry and Keegan on D. Einert's being a pest down there, trying to keep it in. He does. Tries to drop it off. And Paul just gets their stick in the way. Henry will come over on D and intercept. Cam will send it in. Will goes down in the corner along with Einert. Trying to keep it in. Cam in the corner. Einert comes over to help. St. Paul will send it around, and Armentrout tried to stop that one. Schwartzball comes over and breaks up the pass, chips it out of the zone. St. Paul comes back in. Great play by Schwartzball to break that up. And Will is 3-on-1. Can't quite control it. Armentrout breaks that up. St. Paul will drop it into the zone and change. Parker Johnson's bringing it up. He's got Erickson on the wing, who sends it over to Hagen. Hagen coming in, tries to chip it. Doesn't get it deep, and Erickson there to keep it in. Keeps it on the blue line, coming around. Johnson gets it over to Davis, takes a quick shot. Lorenzen takes a shot right into the glove. Good shot from D for Lorenzen. And we'll have a shift change. Breaker on the draw. Christensen and Nico. On the wings, Davis stick is held up by the St. Paul kid. Lorenzen on D. And we'll have an offsides. Davis a little frustrated, wasn't able to get out of the zone because St. Paul is holding his stick. No call. Breaker on the draw. Breaker wins it back to Christensen, drops it to Davis, back to Christensen, just misses him on the wall. St. Paul takes over, but quickly loses the puck. Christensen's in, takes a shot. Goalie tries to cover it, but his own player snagged it away. Brady with the step to keep it in the zone. Tommy with a one-timer pass from Nico. Great try there. Getting some quick shift changes here. Boys are a little winded. We've had a while off with MEA break. We've got Einert on the draw. Ulrich and Swarthout on the wings. Benaidi and Henry Schwartzball and deep. Will keeps it in. St. Paul tries to clear it. Ulrich is there. Swarthout is there to keep it in for now. Heidi holds the blue line. Swarthout with the pass in. Oh, and the goalie makes a great save. That was close. Benaidi brings it out, takes a shot, rebounds, and Einert with the one-timer, and the goalie makes a ridiculous grab to keep it tied 3-3. Great shot, great passing. That line is feeling it tonight. Johnson on the draw, Erickson and Hagen on the wings. St. Paul gets it out. Lorenzen, Armentrout on D. Battle in the corner. Held up, trying to get it out. St. Paul comes away with it. Erickson on the boards, chips it to the center. Has Lorenzen coming down. Lorenzen will bring it in. St. Paul will chip it away. Held in. Erickson tries to get that. Johnson's working to keep that puck in. Drops. Nope, will not drop it back. Tries to. And St. Paul's off to the races. Lorenzen comes over to break that up. And he does. And Erickson thought that was going to be an icing. So he took his foot off the gas. And he's gassed. Christensen battles with Reichert. Reichert's got it. Tries to pass in front. Nobody home. Puck's bouncing around. Davis takes a shot and it just goes wide. Reichert's got it in the corner. Drops it back to Finn Eide. Oh, he tries to take a shot. We've got a 2-on-1. And Surfman makes the stop. Luckily, St. Paul could not connect the passes. And we remain tied 3-3. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Tommy will take the draw. St. Paul wins it, drops it back, takes a shot, and Starkman has a great save. He loses his glove. Ref doesn't see it, but it's down in the zone. St. Paul is bringing it back. Armentrout gets a stick on it. St. Paul drops it back. Couldn't get the shot on net, but still have control. Battle in the corner. St. Paul comes out with it. They try to dump it in front. St. Paul remains in possession, and Tommy comes out with it. He's turning on the Jets. Can he get in? He tries to bring it around. Oh, right out front to Nico. Just can't quite get a stick on it. Lorenzen comes in. Can't get a shot. Ulrich is there trying to clean it up. St. Paul will get it out, but Tommy's there to break that up. He will head off. Schwartzball will drop it in. And we've got offsides. 5:31 left in the third. Einert will take the draw. Will and Pam on the wings. St. Paul chips it out into the neutral zone, but quickly Will brings it back in. Taken out, and there is a penalty. He draws a penalty, and CCHA will go on the power play. Boys are all talking, making sure everybody knows where they're going. Einert on the draw, and he'll win it. Back to Will's, kind of stuck in his skates. Einert tries to get possession. Quick shot by Lorenzen. Great shot. Deflects off. Will has it, trying to bring it through the middle. St. Paul tries to get it out. Davis holds it at the blue line. Ulrich tries to get possession behind, and he will. Ulrich has got it, dumps it to Lorenzen coming down, and the score. They're able to put it home. I think that was, I don't know who got the rebound. Maybe Heinert, it looks like, got the rebound. Great job moving the puck around. And you're up 4-3. 4 minutes and 49 seconds left. Johnson on the draw. Erickson and Hagen on the wing. And we've got Schwartzbach and Ben Eide on D. Johnson on the draw. Hagen's got it. Hagen will go wide and the ref calls offsides. Not sure on that one. Johnson back to take the draw. Johnson drops it in. Erickson's there, tries to make a quick pass out front. Couldn't get there in time. Johnson keeps it in. Off Hagen's skate. St. Paul is going to send it up the boards. They will not get it out. Johnson keeps it in. St. Paul tries to get it out, but Schwartzbach intercepts that to keep it in the zone. Ben Eide keeps it in. Nico comes in and St. Paul finally gets it out of their zone. Rubbed out on the boards. Schwartzbach realizes he's got a lot of ice to work with. Can't quite get the puck out. Ben Eide off the boards and St. Paul's in the zone. 3-on-1. Eide steps up and makes a great stop. Tommy's coming in on the left side, turns around, drops it to Stetsafon. He puts it into Bowden, just wide of the net. Henry keeps it in, takes a shot just over the net. Tommy almost put it home. Nico steps in to keep the puck in the zone. And St. Paul thought they were off and running until the big man, Armentrout, broke it up. Tommy tries to put one on Bowden's tape, just missed him. St. Paul got it, bringing it out of the zone. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in this one. Oh, they looked like they were offsides. They now are offsides. 2:32. CCHA 4, West St. Paul 3. Ulrich, Swarthout, Heinert, Ermentrout, and Lorenzen on D. St. Paul wins the draw. Get it out of the zone. Armentrout back to Lorenzen. He barely gets that one out, but does. St. Paul turns right back around, brings it into the zone. Lorenzen there to break that up. They put it right in front, and we're lucky that one didn't make it to the back of the net. Workout's got control. He slows it down, sends it to Lorenzen up to Ulrich, who slows it down back to Lorenzen. Armentrout's got it up to the center to Swarthout, who brings it in the zone. Over to Ulrich. Just misses the back door with Heinert. Armentrout takes a great shot, saved by the goalie. Drops it in front, and Ulrich just got the shot off. Good stop by the goalie. St. Paul's got it in the neutral zone. Armentrout breaks that one up. Lorenzen brings it back out into the neutral zone. Heiner over to Ulrich. Couldn't quite connect those. Ben Eide in the open ice. Gonna bring it back. Up to Erickson. Coming through neutral. He's got two guys to the right. Johnson just couldn't quite connect those. 1 minute. 1 minute. We got Erickson, Hagan, and Johnson on the ice. Heidi and Davis. 55.3 seconds. Make sure we finish this one out strong, not let them get a quick one here. St. Paul wins the draw. Erickson is there to break it up, get it out of the zone. Oh, huge hit on Johnson. He's all right. Chris will get back at the kid. Oh, and the kid nutmegs. Great stop. Get it out. Get it out, boys. Get it out. They're trying to get this one out. 24 seconds. Oh, there's a scrum. Okay, there's a lot of flying bodies. St. Paul tries to. Brady Davis pokes it out. I can't even keep up right now. Another shot. Erickson is going to get it out of the zone. 9 seconds left. And they're offside. 6.3 seconds left to go. We are lucky to hold on there, boys and girls. That could have got ugly. 6.3 seconds left in this one. CCHA 4, West St. Paul 3. We have Reichert on the draw. And that should be a trick, but that will do it. CCHA holds on to win that one 4-3. Your man Mark will be back to broadcast the next one. That's a wrap, y'all.